Hello guys, long time no speak. Today I'm going to be making an updated guide on how to get clean Valorant voiceover straight from the game. You guys are familiar with my older videos, you'll know that they're outdated now. The reason they're still up is because even though I said I was going to take them down, they're still quite informative for data mining. FModel and Valorant have both changed, but even now you could piece together how to extract specific voiceovers. But today I'm going to clear that all up. I'm going to show you straight for English voice lines as well as other languages, and I'm just going to take you through it step by step, simple as possible. So to start off with, we're just going to quickly get a copy of FModel downloaded. So Google it, get the GitHub. Where you want to download it from is this releases tab here. This will be the latest version, the very first one on this tab. And all you need to do is scroll down on assets, fmodel.zip. So extract it from this zip file, usually found most commonly in your downloads folder. Extract it to wherever you want to do your work. I'm just going to do it on the desktop for simplicity's sake. So let's quickly open our downloads folder. And we can get to work. So as you can see, I've already downloaded it, and for the purposes of this tutorial. So yeah, so now to get started, simply just open up FModel. And it's going to ask you the very first thing. So I like to make things as simple as possible. Choose between the detected games or manually add your own. FModel will use this information to automatically find archives to load and decrypt if needed. Make sure to not skip this step. So as you can see, it's detected my install of Fortnite, and these live manifests are actually found online. You can do either, but I would recommend doing the one found on your computer, because that way then you can do other languages. So I'll put my current install of Valorant, which should automatically appear when you click the regular Valorant instead of live. So there we go. Now, the first thing that's going to happen is the release notes are going to pop up, which we're not really concerned with, and the game archives on the left here are all going to be grayed out, and you're going to see an error at the bottom saying the given key shuttle game was not present in the directory, blah 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 blah. So essentially what's happened is it's trying to open up these game archives without a key, an AES key. I can't remember what AES stands for, let me Google it quickly. You should probably know this. Advanced Encryption Standard, okay, very good. So essentially, to get this key, it's again as simple as just opening up a browser, such as Google, well, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome, then go into Google and googling Valorant AES key, and I can put this in the description for you. You do need to do a bit of scrolling, but here it is. It's probably not changed. So once you have that copied and pasted, essentially go to the settings folder, the settings option in the top, and what we want to do is, go to the directory in the top left, AES, and essentially maybe we need to close and open it again. Yeah, so that's a bug. Essentially once you open it the first time, close it down again. If this main static key hasn't popped up the first time, just close it, open it again, and then you can copy and paste it in here. And as you can see, now they are no longer grey. So now when you're at this point, you should see all these pack chunks. This is the actual game content. But what we're interested in is the language, so English, US, audio, Windows client.pack. So if we wanted to open this, we can just double click it, and that's it, extracted it into some folders for us. So shuttle game, which is what's Valorant like called internally. And essentially it all collapses down to these two folders: events and media. So the events is essentially what the game's code is referencing. Whenever you use an ability, you press communication buttons, using voice lines, etc., planting the bomb. And what we can do is we can go in here and essentially look at various characters, the announcer, interactables, events, future VO. I don't know what NPE means, but this is kind of getting into the more data oriented side of things. SFX is, I think, for the new agent coming up. I could be wrong, but essentially we're interested in characters, nothing else really matters. So every character in the game, every agent has a codename. So Emil, interestingly, is Cypher. For some reason they gave Emil or Cypher the voice actor's name. Everyone else, Breach is Breach. Clay, I don't know. Deadeye is probably Chamber. But a quick way to figure this out is to go back to your internet browser and go to Valorant Wiki. And a quick way, here we go. We want to go to the agents. So say I was interested in Neon, for example. Where is Neon? There she is. And you'll actually find her codename here, Sprinter. So we can essentially just go back to FModel here and look for Sprinter. There you go. So once you open the folder of the character you're interested in, you're going to find a lot of various things that are essentially code for what they say. So for example, if you're interested in her putting down an ability, we can essentially look at her ECAST, ability ECAST 01. So there are various scenarios in which Neon will actually respond to what's happening in game. When you cast your E, for example, this will play. So if we double click this U asset, we'll get a little bit of code here, and this is just JSON. I believe JSON stands for Java Serialized Object Notation. JavaScript, sorry, object notation, not serialized. JavaScript object notation. It's been a while. But essentially, what we're interested in is this field here, media list. So obviously in Valorant, everything isn't just one voice line. It's varied at some parts. So Neon's not going to say the same line every time she casts her E. So when you click these,
go 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 go,
this is going to loop and it's going to be really annoying. Apologies if that was loud, but essentially when you click these paths, what this is doing is saving you going back manually and doing it. It's going back to that media folder. And if you look in here, you can see all of these cached voice lines, which we used to be able to extract, which we probably still could, but it's a lot easier instead of going through that laborious effort and process to just look through the files yourself for the character you're interested in and essentially open up abilities that you want to have. So this is of course just for if you were in default by English. I'll show you how to get another language on top of your default in a second. So you wanted all the variations of her ECAST, you would essentially just click on each one, and what this is doing is, I mean, I double clicked on some here, but what this is doing is it's slowly adding it to the audio player. Now what we want to do is, and this is important, we need to make sure that we actually
Gotta
play
go.
these.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Gotta go. Go, go, go.
Yeah, so we did double click on one, but it's okay. Essentially, what this is doing is this is actually extracting it from, it's a file type known as WEM, which is actually installed for games, for Valorant, and it's extracting it to a WAV, essentially letting us actually handle the file. Now, what we want to do next is go to output folder wherever you've put FModel on your desktop, wherever else. Wherever you've used FModel, you'll now have a folder called output. Now, when you go in here, exports is the folder you're interested in, shooter game, content, WI's audio, localized, ENUS, media, and these are the files that we've just played. Now, what you want to do is, you're going to want to rename these. Now, it might not let you right away because they're still being used by FModel, but what we can do is we can go neon ecast 01. And essentially, what we can do is we can just name these neon ecast, and that, you know, that does it. In fact, we didn't even need to do this one, we can just rename this 6 now. We can just let Windows do the heavy lifting. So that's you got Neon's Ecast. Now, I advise you to play around with this to just see what is in each voice line, and yeah, it's quite fun, and you know, you can really get some nice audio from it, and that's pretty much it. Now, moving on to how to get different languages, it's another kind of, it's an extra step we need to go through, so I'm just going to close this just now. And it is still very similar, it's just an extra step we need to do. So, you want to open Valorant, and what's going to happen is essentially we need to obtain, if you remember at the start of the tutorial, when we opened the archive in the first place, it was titled EN for English _ US audio. What we're going to do is we're going to instruct Valorant to download another language pack, which we can then extract and use the same process and obtain it in, say, for example, German. This will work for any language, and the code will still be the same, so you can still easily identify Neon E. If you don't speak fluent English, this might be a little bit difficult for you. Not only that, it's probably very difficult for you to understand me and my outrageous Scottish accent, but yeah, I'm sure if you know, drop down in the comments, I'll be very happy to assist. So, what I want to do, settings, audio, it's not audio, it's general, I believe, text language, voiceover, no, trying to remember what we want to change here. So Deutschland. So it'll tell us then to restart the game, exit the desktop. Now, my Valorant is now going to be in German, so this is a little bit annoying, because obviously I don't speak German, and Medal's TVs just came up. So it's downloaded the German language pack. Now, I don't know if we need to play it, but what we can do is we can just see if that's actually worked here, not the output folder, just FModel itself. And here we go, DE audio. Now, interestingly, let's see. As you can see, it's actually changed. It no longer has the English audio, it's actually deleted it from its archives. But the process is exactly the same, like I said. Open the the German audio. Events, VO, characters, and now the exact same Neon Sprinter. Open that up. We wanted our Ecast. Where is it? Ecast 01. Here we go. This will be the Dutch audio now. And it's looping again. That is really nice. Da, 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 da. And there we go. So remember, make sure you play these. And there we go. Now if we go to our output folder, it will still have the old English, but we'll have categorized it so you don't have to do so many things manually. But like I said, Neon, eCast, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's as simple as that. Now you have it in German. So I hope this answered your questions. Primarily how to get it, how to get the audio files out easily now that the file structure's changed. The old voice lines and audio are still in my Google Drive for anyone who's interested. An interesting thing that people always kind of ask is how would you get like sound effects, and I'll be honest with you, I've never really been interested in sound effects. I think what I'm going to do after this video is essentially have a look at that and see if I can maybe do that as well, because it would be quite nice to have. But I believe instead of it being Dutch audio which has all the voiceovers, it's going to be in these pack files, and I'll need to decipher. There's a lot of pack files, and chances are it's not just in one pack file somewhere. Like, that would be way too easy. It's gonna be spread across these pack files, because it's just the nature of game development and packaging your game. You don't really get to choose what goes where. It's essentially just for optimization purposes. So yeah, I hope this helped. Any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Message me here on YouTube, on Reddit, and yeah. So going back to kind of this channel and everything, I'm gonna be trying to upload Valorant gameplay, Destiny gameplay, even League of Legends, like just various gameplays, various things that I find interesting that hopefully you guys do too. Cool clips, funny clips. I'm not going to be, uploading frequently or trying to be a YouTuber. It's just going to be something for me to look back on, to keep them somewhere, and maybe share them with a few people as well. And yeah, not only that, but I'll be updating you guys on some of the projects I've been working on as well, such as Valorant lineups. The reason for my kind of radio silence the last couple of months when I said I was going to be uploading a little bit more frequently was because of my honours project and dissertation. Now that I've officially finished university, I'll be graduating soon, and the work is kind of all finished. So now I can kind of focus on other things, some more things to do with my spare time, so that's nice. Won't last forever though. In 5 months time I'm starting a new job, so there is that. So yeah, anyway, enough of my rambling. I'm gonna go look for those sound effects and see if I can get any progress there. And yeah guys, I hope you found some new information, some new techniques that you can use to get those sound effects. And again, any questions, leave them in the comments, and I hope you guys have a nice day or evening. Thanks very much guys, see ya.